Is there a limit to how many of these union delegates could be on a business, within a business or on a work site?
There is no limit to what a union is able to represent on a work site. So if they want 10% of that workforce as union delegates, they can have 10% of that workforce as delegates and won't be able to do anything about it. Now, that's a high cost to the employer, where an employer might have to allow that union delegate to have time to go and meet in meetings, to be able to do training with people, to go off and do political lobbying, to go to Canberra to represent their people at that time. They're able to do all of those things for not just their own workforce, but any sort of workforce across these sites.
How likely are these sorts of changes going to be in terms of flowing through to smaller businesses beyond mining?
Well, we're really worried about this because it's not just mine sites and the mining industry that's going to be affected. It's every business across Australia that's going to be impacted by these changes. We're hearing stories already of the United Workers Union that are putting up delegates talking about how they've been able to go off and do political lobbying. This is a worker that sits in a childcare industry that should be looking after our children. Instead, she is travelling around just doing her political lobbying, being able to go off and visit different sites, talk to politicians about her concerns that might be there. The employer has no ability to rein that in. She's able to have unfettered access, do whatever she likes, and that's going to be legal under the changes. That's a really big concern for not just the mining industry, but should be for every industry across Australia. We're really worried about that for every employer across Australia, including, of course, the mining industry.
Yeah, and just to be clear, Tania, we're not concerned about the unions lobbying in Canberra or people who work for the CFMEU in head office doing all the lobbying we're talking about. The concern is then the displacement of all these additional people out into businesses, times that by 1,000, 5,000, could be more than that, who knows. Every business could have employees who are basically union workers, for want of a better term, and they are constantly out there on outreach, not the work the company pays them to do. Thank you for your time. Just quickly, when are we likely to get a decision from the Fair Work Commission on this?
Well, they're meeting at the moment, taking evidence from different organisations, but we expect to see a decision on this over the next couple of weeks, Peta.
All right, thank you, Tania. We'll stay across at Tania Constable there, CEO of the Minerals Council, and she's right, it'll flow through to small businesses, which is why this matters.